excited for this purchase. You have no idea. This is so cute. Oh, I'm obsessed. This is literally exactly what I wanted. Okay, so explanation. I wanted a little table to go between these two chairs in our seating area, and I wanted something non-wood because I didn't want the woods to compete, like the woods in the chair and the woods in the table. I didn't want them to compete, and I also didn't want them to be like too matchy-matchy either. So I was trying to look for something non-wood. I was looking at like stone, I was looking at ceramic, I was looking at glass for a little bit, just something like non-wood. And then I started seeing a bunch of stuff like this. This is actually cement, and it's got this like stone vibe. It's all one piece. And I was looking everywhere for stuff that looks like this, like scrolling through Pinterest for hours, scrolling through Etsy, Google shopping for hours. Like I was looking everywhere, and everything that's like this, that's one solid piece, is at least $200, like at least. And here's the thing, I love home decor, but there are just some things that I'm just not willing to pay that much for. A drink table between two chairs, it's just not something that I'm willing to pay that much money for, especially when furnishing an entire apartment. I mean, we didn't start from scratch, but when you're moving, when you're decorating a lot of things, when you're buying a lot of things, you gotta pick your battles. And this just wasn't one of those things that I wanted to spend a crazy amount of money on, but I also didn't want to buy something like super, super cheap either. So I was debating these Wayfair pieces, I was debating some stuff on Etsy, and then all of a sudden, on West Elm, in the clearance section, I see this for $80. Like, this is gorgeous. This is stunning. $80. To find this on West Elm for $80, I think, is a steal. I almost considered ordering two and using these as the side tables in the guest room, but I just can't figure out the vibe of the guest room yet. I don't know if I want to bring black into there. I just wasn't sure, and I'm still not totally sure what I want in there, but I knew this would go perfectly with the chairs out here. So I just got one, and we're gonna put it in the seating area. Like, this is exactly what I was envisioning. I didn't want something so huge. I wanted just something little to put in between. This is the perfect size to put just like a skinny little vase. Actually, I think I have one. Like something like this with just like a thin, tall flower. I don't know if I like that. But once we get some art up on this wall, this area is really gonna take shape. Then for the bedding in the guest room, I've decided to go for like a taupe vibe, because I know what you're thinking. Tessa, you said you were gonna start adventuring with some color, but with this velvet headboard, I was looking through some different color options, and I felt like because we have this headboard, color could look really tacky really easily. So I'm gonna try out some taupey vibes. I've got this quilt, then this is a duvet cover that will go over this comforter. But then to bring in some interest, I'm thinking for sheets. How nice are those? Like, if I'm not gonna go adventurous with color, maybe I can go adventurous with some pattern. Like, look at this. For someone who ordered all of these things completely online, like, those look pretty dang good together. So I'm just gonna pop this on to see what it's looking like. I'll obviously have to wash this stuff if I wanna keep it, but obviously I wanna make sure I like it before I do that. So we're just gonna do like a little trial making of the bed right now. Okay, actually, what is happening with this duvet cover right now? Yeah, this is not right. There's nothing attached to this corner. Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, well, obviously that's not right. I just don't know. But at first glance, I am loving the sheets. I think the sheets are incredible. Although the duvet cover makes absolutely no sense, I love the texture, I love the color. What I'm not sure about is the quilt. I feel like the quilt and the duvet are too similar, and I'm almost thinking between this taupe and between the taupe that's in the pillows, I feel like we need like a true cream here. You know what, let me actually try, because I have a cream one on my bed right now. Let me just bring it over here and just try it out. Okay, perhaps more of a cream. See how it's different from this one? More of a cream. Then we've got this as a taupe, and then we've got that as a pillow. I feel like that adds way more dimension. I'm just not sure how I feel about the cream with the ivory bed. I'm not sure. It's also so hard to envision with this clump. Okay, I've laid the duvet cover completely inside out on the bed. Now I'm gonna lay this over. I did it. Oh my God. Okay, that's definitely the technique, but that still took about 400 hours. So yeah, now that I can see it, quilt and duvet, way too close in color, but I actually want to try something out. I want to just try seeing what it looks like without the quilt at all and just doing the sheets in the duvet. Okay, honestly, Just the sheets and the duvet. I have the duvet on upside down, but I'm not hating just the sheets and the duvet, especially when I tuck in the duvet. It looks just very clean. And then maybe I can add in some different textures, some different colors with like a blanket or pillows. But this as a base, I don't hate it. Despite the very neutral guest bedroom, which I still want to play with. You guys know I'm on a color mission. I'm trying to bring color into the apartment, so let's do it. Look at how spectacular this is. I got these on Etsy and they're a choice, you guys. They are a choice, but just having these in the apartment, I haven't even put them on the table yet, but just having these in here with the colorful rug, with the colorful print that we've got up, it's starting to come to life. These are so fun. Okay, I'm completely obsessed. Obviously we need to iron these, but look how much life this brings in. It might be a little weird to have these just like constantly on the table, but I kind of love it. And now we've got the colorful rug over here. We've got these placemats. We've got the green rug. Like it's all coming together. I feel like we're slowly like washing with a paintbrush color over the entire apartment because we started with that rug. We washed over here to this rug, washing over here. Like we're filling in the spaces. And as I add more things, like it's just literally coming to life and I'm getting so, like I'm so inspired right now. Like I'll be real, when I ordered these, there was a window where I could cancel them. And I was messaging the Etsy shop owner, like debating about canceling these because I don't know, I felt like it was too much of a risk. But now that it's in here, it still feels like, obviously it's color, obviously it's pattern, but it still feels like kind of subdued. And I think it's because we've got the neutral furniture, like we've got the neutral chairs, neutral table, we've got everything, like all the bigger pieces are neutral. So when we add in touch of colors, it's really working. And this is actually making me think about the pillows over here now. When we first moved in, I thought the only pillows that we originally had from LA, I thought these were the only ones that worked in the space. I was assuming we would probably have to get new covers for these. But now that we have the new rug, oh, I don't think I told you about the new rug. It's a similar vibe to the rug we had before in terms of color, but it's a little deeper and it's just a completely different style. The rug we had before was much more traditional. It had like a faded traditional pattern on it and it just wasn't working in the space. Once we got in this space, I was really realizing that a lot of our pieces, especially with the new art, a lot of it, it's got like a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's got like an almost like mid-century modern slash boho slash contemporary vibe. I really can't decide what category it fully fits in. Basically, we're divergent. But with the traditional rug and then these pillows, it was feeling like this area over here was feeling very coastal, kind of traditional, and it just wasn't working. And in my head, before we got the rug in here, before we got these placemats, I was considering changing these to be like more bright, colorful. Like I was even thinking of going like really like mustard yellow. Well, I guess that explains the placemats. I guess I felt like this place needed some yellow and I was thinking maybe in the pillows, I was thinking like bright pops of color, like bright color. But now that everything's in here, these are feeling less coastal and it feels more boho because this is definitely a little more boho. It's got the stripes, but the kind of natural color of it, it does lean a little more like boho contemporary. And then this is bringing in a little bit of color, but it's that subdued color and I actually think it could work. So let me just try. I'm still obsessed with how all of these pillows look, being the exact same size and exact same shape. I think it's so clean and so elevated. Like this was such a great decision. This was something that I figured out in LA, but I'm so excited to bring this into this space too. Like it's really working. I love it with this rug. With this rug, it just has a different feel. I also think it works with this pink over here. Like it's kind of working together. And then if we look from this angle, we've got the pink over there. We've got the yellow into the blue. Like it's kind of all the same vibe, but it's like unique takes. We're also getting a new coffee table, and once that comes, we'll be selling this one. But it's got a glass top and a wood bottom, and the wood in the new coffee table is very similar to this wood over here, so it'll tie that in, also bring a little warmth, and then we'll also be able to see more of the rug. That's gonna take so long to get here. I don't think that's getting here until end of October, maybe early November, but once that comes, like, I don't know, you guys, it's coming together. And it goes to show that like you really got to get in a space and feel it, because you can conceptualize all you want, but home decor, it's about how it makes you feel in the space. You can look at photos, you can look at inspiration, even looking at like this room through the camera, it's not gonna fully translate, because so much about this is how it like changes the vibe of the space and how it takes up space when you're actually in it. And so it really is just trial and error. And this is why I'm so excited that we've taken the approach we have, because we've slowly changed things. And because we've done that, we've been able to like adjust the plan as we add things in. Like I literally had pillow covers in my Etsy order when I was ordering those placemats. Like I literally had super colorful pillow covers, but I was like, I don't know, I'm not totally sold on them. I'll wait. But I was fully thinking that I would order them a few weeks later. But as the space evolves, things change. And it's kind of fun to see how a space comes to life slowly, as much as I want to just like throw this place together and like have it be done. Like it's fun to play, and it's fun to see how the character changes as like one new thing is added. If you guys watch my last home decor video, you'll know that I randomly put up that pink print on the wall. Like that was completely random. I was just like, oh, there's a nail there. I have something that's framed. Let me just throw it up. And it was so random, but the way it defined the space, like it's kind of been mapping everything else out, and it's so cool. Now I know I just said I don't like throwing things together. I like doing this slow, but the one area that I desperately need, like I need it to be done. I need it. I just need it. It's the bed. I'm one of those people that in the morning, my way of like feeling ready for the day is when like my space, like when everything's in its space. So like some people, when they wake up, it's like putting on their face. Other people, it's like putting on an outfit, and like that gets them feeling like ready and productive for the day. But for me, it's when I walk around and get everything just like looking nice and in its place, like in my surroundings. And every day when I make the bed, having this bare comforter, it's just, I've felt, like, as stupid as this sounds, I've felt unsettled every day. In LA, we had like a beigey kind of cover over this, but it was time for a refresh and we were moving, so I just took it off and didn't bring it with us. And ever since we got here, I've been thinking like it's time for a bedding refresh. So step one, we got some new Brooklinen sheets. They are the Luxe Sateen, I think, in cream, and they're amazing. We were sleeping on, I think, Amazon or Target sheets before, and you really can notice a difference. It's actually kind of crazy. So that was step one. And step two, I've been debating, how do we refresh the toppings? How do we refresh the bedding? So obviously we need a duvet cover, but I've been thinking of some other things as well. So for step two, for the toppings, I got a new duvet cover, and the duvet cover actually came with 2 Euro shams. So instead of the shams matching the quilt, we're gonna have the shams match the duvet. So that'll be a little different. And then I also bought 2 little pillows, so that'll add something as well. And rather than full on color, I'm going for dimension. So this is what I went with. These are from West Elm. And this is a very like chocolatey, but it has a little bit, I don't know if it's coming up on camera, it's got a little bit of green in it too. Like it's a very unique kind of color, but I'm really excited to bring in some darker tones. So this is gonna be the duvet cover. Then we'll have the pillows in this color as well. And then I also bought these pillows, which first of all, I think it should be illegal to sell just pillow covers. Like, what, we don't need pillow covers. We need the full thing. But I love this texture here. I love the linen-y of these. I love the texture of these. And I think this combo with the quilt, I'm still gonna use the quilt because I like the quilt for just like sleeping. Like I like the weight of it, but it has gotten kind of old and tattered, so I might cover it up a little more, but I still wanna leave it on the bed for just like its use, you know what I mean? But then I'm thinking for a pop of color above the bed, we want to put 2 of Miles's grandma's prints above the bed. They're pretty big and they're pretty neutral, but we were thinking of putting them in a colorful frame for a pop of color. And I'm thinking, I want to see, you know, baby steps, one thing at a time. Like I was saying, I want to see what the bed looks like, but I was thinking about a pop of red for the frames. I've been seeing so much online about like the unexpected red theory and how like having one random thing in a room that's red can actually like elevate a space so much. So we'll see, but I think with this bedding and then the neutral art, that could be a really cool spot for an unexpected red moment. Obviously we've got a wrinkle situation, but just look at at this. It's coming up so much more brown on camera. It really does have like an undertone of green to it in person. And I think this is just stunning. Like, I think it looks so much more elevated with the dark color. And I love that we're still using the quilt because it does add some dimension in there. It adds some texture in there, but it's not the star of the show anymore, which I love because it is so old. Like, it is such an old quilt. So now we've got this fresh new. I mean, it doesn't look fresh and new because it's got 4,000 wrinkles, but this just looks so good. I'm waiting for the pillow inserts. Amazon says it's a few stops away. So hopefully in like an hour or so, I can give you the full final product. It's a while later, but the pillow inserts are here. I mean, just stunning, gorgeous, never been done before. How beautiful is that? I mean, obviously minus the wrinkles, but like, I'm obsessed. These are kind of, hold on, let me fix these. It really adds warmth to this room. I also changed, we had 2 pillows on this chair. I got rid of the one because I think just the one now really matches the vibe. But this just feels so cozy and so nice. But I feel like sometimes when I talk about this stuff, sometimes I'm like, am I in the wrong profession? Because I could talk about home decor, I could play with it, I could rearrange things, like I could do that all day, every day. Like the feeling that I feel when things around me create a feeling, the things that I feel when the things make a feeling. But I don't know, I just think home decor is so cool and so special, and it's so fun to play with because it's like art that you live in. And rather than like filling a canvas with things that make you feel good, you're filling an environment with things that make you feel good, and you're filling it with things that you're interacting with. And to me, that's just so fun and so cool. And for someone like me who, like, my environment really does affect my mood, the fact that I can tweak things to change my environment, which then tweaks myself. Probably shouldn't say the word tweaks myself. Why is it when I'm always sitting in this spot, I always make a joke that it can be taken wrong? But I don't know. I just love it. And it's so fun because it's not 2D. Like, you can't look at a photo or even a video. Like, you can't just like look at a picture of home decor and really understand how it would make you feel if you were in the space with it. Like, being around something is totally different than like taking a photo of things. And in the same way in reverse, like sometimes things that look good in the photo are just, they wouldn't make you feel good in person. Obviously, this is a very important hobby of mine. So yeah, I'm always excited to be like updating and evolving things, and it's a constant evolution. We're never done. But yeah, next steps for the apartment, Miles and I are gonna do some thinking about his grandma's prints. If you didn't watch my last home decor video, we have so much art from his grandma that we are gonna put up on the walls, but we need to get frames for those first. So we're gonna put some thought into where we're gonna put things, and we're gonna put some thought into the types of frames. I wanna order some frames, and then next stage of things is to start getting some stuff up on the walls. And that's just gonna be so exciting because it already feels so much more homey in here, and we only have 2 things on the wall. We obviously are starting to fill the space now, but like once we get stuff on the walls, it's really gonna come to life. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you made it to this part in the video, I haven't asked you guys a random question in a while, so I'm gonna ask you one. What is a subject that you feel you could never stop talking about? Mine is maybe home decor, or maybe like Harry Potter. But what is yours? Like, what do you think you could never run out of things to talk about? What is your like subject? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. As always, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you're having a good week, and I'll see you guys next time.